Hello, everybody. My name is Taylor Jones, and I welcome you back to TC Jones Edits, my YouTube channel. And for those that didn't know about what's going on right now, well, based on last month, I was officially thankful to conclude with my second season of Cold Man's Winter. But since it's the spring, and it's April right now, so it's so much on my mind, and I feel like it's best to keep in touch with you guys. So, of course, as you can see, school is coming to an end, and for college students, we have around 3 weeks, even though we had to deal with the pandemic and other issues such as negativity based on a couple individuals getting killed, and just like the police shooting of Dante Wright. I may be wrong, but it's just getting out of hand. And I feel like this little story I'm about to tell you is based on real life events, especially when it comes to everybody, well, just one particular person who is MON, as in Mon, mad over nothing. And it goes a little something like this. John Doe. That's what everybody used to call him. Born as Jonathan Davis. And he was from what used to be known as South Central Los Angeles in 1985. He had a life. And everybody looked up to John Doe as the coolest kid in town when he was in school. But when he turned 18, fresh out of high school, his attitude starts to change. I mean, when he got older, let's just say that things got worse. I mean, for instance, he used to see rival gangbangers, I mean, like the Bloods and Crips at the time, and they approach him. And let's just say that one of the gang leaders were not pleased with Joe. He was not pleased with John Doe, and decided to mess with him, mess with him in the head, to the fact that he got jumped. John Doe didn't understand why. Well, he realized that the the gangbanger, was fronting. His mother said there'll be days like this, especially when people get mad over nothing. So later that night, after cleaning up his bruises and heading to bed at 9 p.m. because he was supposed to be studying and getting prepared for college. And he actually had a text from a friend. Well, a phone call from a friend. John answered the phone, and his friend Ruben said that the gang that jumped him, they got smoked by their rival gang. The same way, like, from the Colors movie. The Cryptovilles all got smoked by 21st Street. And John was like, oh, man, that's a relief. Ruben asked, why are you acting like that? Because, Ruben, I got jumped by the leader. Ruben's like, no, tell me you bluffing. John said, no, hung up. And he figured that Ruben, the way he was asking, why you acting like that? He was mad over nothing. Madness struck a few years later. After graduating from college, Jonathan was still living in South Los Angeles. The government already got rid of the word Central. And a lot of people started fronting, arguing, talking out the side of their neck, bumping F the Police by NWA. And when they saw John Doe, some people got in his way. As if they were paparazzi. They're like, hey, yo, can I get a question? Like, how do you feel about this? And how do you feel about that? And some people were hesitant. I mean, a lot of people been rushing, getting John's response. John only said, guys, just because the government changed the name to South Central Los Angeles to South LA, you still South Central regardless. Y'all can't be mad over nothing. But let's just say, when he said y'all can't be mad over nothing, what happened? Drama displays. Like one Friday night, or he was about to go to the movie theaters to have the time of his life, like he's relieved. Let's just say that a group of girls who were offended by what he said stuck a needle, like actually jabbed one of his car tires and vandalized the car saying loser. I mean, walked down and said, no, what the, who would do such a thing? Let's just say that it was like I remember, but it was a group of girls, but it was the leader of the group of girls riding in the old Jeep, the one that you see riding on the mountains without the car doors. How dare you? How dare you say some crap like that? You might as well not get a girlfriend. But this girl, she's like a rock star. Because she rocks Timberland combat booties, period. Followed by holy jeans, like jeans with holes in it. the Sex Pistols T-shirt, and to make matters worse, she wore a horseshoe septum piercing, aka metal boogers, aka balls hanging out your nose. And he realized that after they drove off, he saw the other girls look pure, and some of them took photos of what the leader did, and he figured that by the way that the leader looked, according to John Doe, he finds her disgusting. And throughout this whole entire time, what she did to John Doe's car that led him to go to the movies, well, she was mad over nothing. But let's say that she went to the movies as well with her crew. A new movie just came out in town, and Friday night, they were going to the movie theater, and the girl's like, "Yo, girl, you went too far." Well, I did this for everybody that asked John Doe. He ain't cool anymore. He's just a lame loser. But let's just say that while she put out her phone, she started texting the woman on the riding shotgun. Like, will you put the phone down? No good and doggone well. Well, you're gonna end up dead. Well, and she like, why don't you mind your business? I'm just doing what I do. I'm grown. And I am a rock star. Yeah. Oh, well, let's just say that rock star actually went too far with her driving. Now, they were all in a Jeep riding to the movie theaters, the same movie theater that John Doe was planning to go to, but he stayed at home and realized that the movie theater was closed due to the manager being funeralized. And it's a shame that all the employees that worked at the movie theater, some of them went to the manager's funeral. Some of them had to find some time to celebrate their day off after hearing those bad news. Try to turn darkness to light. You know, just like that. But back to Miss Rockstar. When they arrived, they saw the lights were off. Like, what's going on? She honked the horn to see if somebody was in there. Because she felt like there were some lights still on. Oh, there were some lights on that was shining above the concession stand like drinks. You know, but little did she know, nobody was in there. And the friends knew that nobody was in there. But Rockstar wasn't going to take no for an answer. So she decided to ram her Jeep inside the building. And her friends were like, what the heck? And let's just say that ramming the Jeep her inside the movie theater was a bad idea. The alarm was blaring. And yeah. And the three girls that rode with her, they took pictures, and then they ran away. Because guess what? They were not going to take the blame. And yes, not only did the rock star bust in the movie theater and cause the alarm to go off, she actually rammed her Jeep to the concession stand. And then she was found with cuts and bruises, and an airbag went off. And when the police arrived on the scene, they found her still alive, but they charged her for ramming through public property. And now it's going to cause a lot of people not to go to the movies. And this is what she got. This is what happens. And of course, she had to pay the price by suffering. John kept it cool because the rock star was mad over nothing. And now, after watching the incident on the news, her friends made a pact to stop talking to the rock star and don't even see her in prison. And they decided to make their way to John's home and help clean up the damages that Rockstar was required that set up. But unfortunately, they figured that the car was already fixed because John had his extra spare of tires in the garage, and he even car painted his original car color over the word loser that was sprayed in white paint. And he actually told the news to John. John was like, what happened? I mean, why would she do such a thing? And knowing, he didn't know that it was closed until they told him. And now it's damaged. So they decide to go bowling instead, which is kind of cool. So they rode with John, and they had a time of their life. And then all of a sudden, there was a random group that actually stepped on the bowling alley. I mean, the ring. when John was bowling, one person stepped on his bowling ball like, I don't think so. And they asking him, John Doe, and the ladies to leave as if they owned the bowling alley. They were in the lane. Standing on John's lane, lane number 8. And they were like a biker gang. 3 dudes and 1 leader, which was a female, wearing a bandana. And John was like hesitant, like, well, actually not hesitant. He just like, no, I refuse to leave. And then the biker dudes grabbed him. They were like macho, like 300 pounds. And they grabbed him from his arms and to the fact that his feet is off the ground, shaking like, wimpy, wimpy, wimpy. A SpongeBob reference, but she, the leader, she walked up slowly. You think I'm gonna let you talk back to me that way? She pulled out a knife and said, if you, I'm gonna say this once again, but differently. Get your dumb A word out of here along with those B words. Otherwise, you're going to end up dead. But unfortunately, everybody else who was bowling and having a good time, they actually ran away when they arrived. So, based on the biker lady cussing and pulling a knife out on and placed it on John's jaw as if she's about to cut him. He knew that she was mad over nothing, but this time he couldn't say something because in reality, how would I say this? If you ain't got nothing nice to say, then don't say it at all. Because next thing you know, a fight will break out. Someone will end up dead. And a whole lot of regretting will be placed in your mind. So, John and the girls, they decided to head home. John dropped them off because they all didn't have a car. And meanwhile, the so-called biker lady and her crew, I think they own the stupid bowling alley. Well, they had another thing coming. One of the remember when I talked about Ruben? Yes. Let's say that Ruben and his crew, a group of 6, decide to stand out on the action. Yo, guys, we got them outnumbered. But look at them, they tough. So what? All we can do is just take it outside. I like the sound of that. So Ruben decided to challenge the biker lady, and have a fight outside. But unfortunately, The fight didn't last long. It was like 13. No, not 13 minutes. Let's say 5. So Kelly, no. The biker lady, she she gave a couple jabs at Ruben. Ruben took some jabs and gave her a couple jabs in return. But unfortunately, after she was found rolling on the ground, after Ruben kicked her, and of course his 6-man crew was giving him high five. Yeah, yeah. And the biker lady, one of the macho dudes, handed her a knife. His knife, but it's better than hers. It's kind of like the same that the switcher blade, like when you press a button. And when she ran straight to Ruben, cussing like, "Die, mother!" Yeah, like just charge. Ruben knew he had to do something about that. So he just put out a banana peel because one of his friends was eating a banana. He put out a banana peel and she slipped on it. Oh. She fell back, bumped her head on the concrete. Oh. But where's the knife? Uh-oh. Unfortunately, let's just say that the biker lady had an untimely moment in her life. So the knife that she was about to use to cut Ruben, but until she slipped on a banana peel, it was flying in the air. Oh. And since one of Ruben's guys said, "Yo, where's the knife?" And one of the biker boys was like, and when they saw the knife up in the air go right back down, well, guess what? It landed on the biker lady, right on her cleavage. And luckily, Ruben, he had his eyes closed. Ruben and his crew had his eyes closed, like. And one of his friends said, "Ruben, I think it's time we flee the scene." You got that right. So they all ran away. But the biker dudes, they pulled out the knife that was in the biker lady's cleavage, and they decided to take her to the hospital because, unfortunately, No. It was too late for that. She overbled. And what caused her to do that? She was drinking. And for her to be somewhat the queen of the bowling alley, the cussing and fussing, and when it came to fighting against Ruben and his 6-man crew, well, she was mad over nothing, but not anymore, because she's dead for doing something stupid. So, moral of the story. A lot of people can do whatever they want. And when things go downhill, when it came to John Doe, he just like kept his calm. But when it came to Ruben calling, he had to make sure that John knows the real details. So, the gang leader that jumped on John, he ended up killed in a gang fight. Meanwhile, Miss Rockstar, who vandalized and and made one of the tires flat, she ended up ramming the movie theater that was closed and ended up in jail for reckless driving. And as for the bikers, the biker lady had to pay the price for kicking John and his friend and the rock star's ex-friends out of the bowling alley, to fighting against Ruben, tripping over a banana peel while she was trying to kill Ruben with one of the biker's knife. And unfortunately, with karma, what goes around comes around. Slipped on the banana peel, lets go of the knife, and it's free and it's up in the air. Hits her in the cleavage. And then when the biker dude, one of the bikers took it out, she bled to death. There's always consequences. In the words of the Holy Bible, thou shalt reap what you sow. Because everybody cannot be mad over nothing all the time. But in reality, everybody's mad over nothing. And I am one of them. And as a reminder, we need to stop doing that. Because we don't know what we're going to face. We probably won't get everything that we ask for. No boyfriend, no girlfriend, no car, no house, no life on our own. And that's when all the shenanigans starts to get downhill. Downfalls like beef. Like, I hate you. I hate you too. You got a big mouth. I don't give a dang. Well, can we please get along? Can we stop tripping over small things? And if we continue to get mad over nothing, you live once. You only live once. But in the end, you die. So, just know that being mad over nothing is too much to handle. And it's overrated. It's cringy. It's redundant. It's asinine. It's all the above. Bad. And that's why it's best to stop what we're doing. And with all that being said, if this story is based on your true life issues and you decide that you need to work on it, get involved now. Like, know when to change your life. Change your direction before you lose friends, lose others, and then you lose yourself. Boy meets world. And And also, feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already, and there will be more in stores. This is yours truly, Taylor Jones, signing out.